Alright, welcome to the next video, which is setting up your AdWords Express account. That's the AE part, and how to get your $100 free credit with our good friends at Google. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you get that $100 free bonus credit to your account, and I'm going to walk you through the steps you need to take. Now, it is not difficult. It's extremely easy to put together, and like I say, you can pause this video at any time and you can watch what I'm doing in your own time, in your own pace, if you like. So don't forget, you are going to need that Gmail account. So if you haven't got it set up yet, you will need it, because you're not going to be able to do this next step. And more importantly, you will need a website. Now, if you don't have a website, don't panic. I've put together a little video on how to get two free websites, well, they're two free website addresses. Now, sorry, the reason why I've done this is because there's different people out there at different stages in their marketing ability, and if you don't have a website, don't panic. These websites are totally free, and you don't need any programming experience. All you need to do is to go to jimdoes.com or weebly.com. Now, all the information on this is in the PDF on the right hand side of the screen here, and you just download the PDF, and all the links I'm talking about in this video here are all sitting there, so no need to write down those addresses, it's all fine. So what we're going to do, let's get started. I'm going to walk you through how we get this $100 credit. Now, the only thing is you will need a credit card, because Google won't allow you to set up this $100 free credit until you spend $25. Now, I've actually been through this whole setup for this sample I'm going to show you, and I'll show you how they give you the $100 free credit once you spend the $25. But it's not one of these, things where they're going to entice you to spend $25 and not give you this. They definitely do, so don't worry about it. Now, you're not going to find this hard at all. It's super easy, and 100% you're going to need that website. So if you haven't got one, you're going to need to get one, and these are the addresses you need to go to. Now, you need to make sure that your website is responsive. Now, if you don't know what that means, what it means is it's for mobile. So once your customer or potential customer looks at your website, it needs to be responsive. So that means that it fits the screen and it's really easy to see. So that's what responsive needs. If you're a bit unsure about it and you've got a website, just call your webman or your web person, your web girl, and just say to them, how do I make it responsive? It's a fairly easy job. If they've got it in WordPress, it's not a major. Just make sure they don't kind of run off and go and set you up a whole new website at jackandjillpestcontrol.com, for example. They can just make it responsive for you. Now, this setup time that you're going to go through is only going to take you about 15 minutes. And just remember, there's no coding required whatsoever. Everything is super easy. So if you get stuck on any parts of this video, just pause it and go back to the beginning and watch it as many times as you like. So let's get on and get this AdWords account set up. Now, this is really important. Depending on where you are in the world, depends on which URL address you're going to use, which I'm going to give you in a second. Now, to get this information, like to track down these URL coupon codes, and you can use them depending on which part of the world you're in. So here they are here. Now, these URLs are, so for example, this one here, the .com one, works anywhere in the United States or Canada. This one here is obviously for Australia. This one's New Zealand, where I'm from, and this one's the UK. I'm not sure if this works in the European regions, but I do know it works in the UK. So these are the four main codes that I've got, and this is the URL that you're going to need in the next couple of slides. But again, all these URLs are in that PDF on the right hand side of the screen. Now, if you get stuck at any time, there's a guy at Google who I know really well, I can never pronounce his name, Jurek, or Jurek. He's a really cool guy. You can call him. I've only got contact numbers from Australia and New Zealand, but that's his email address there. He's more than happy to help. So if you get stuck, flick him a note, tell him that John from the 3X Lead Machine sent you, and he'll be more than happy to walk you through and help you set you up. But you're not going to need it. It's very straightforward. So what you're going to need to do is you need to go to the Google AdWords account, and I'll just get the URL up on the screen. Just one second. Okay, I've just paused the video and I'll just pull this down a bit and show you. So depending where you are in the world, just go to google.co.nz or .com and just type in the words AdWords Express. Okay, don't worry about all this other bit beside it. So just type in google.com/AdWords Express, and up will come this exact same page. So once you've done that, you'll arrive at this section here. Now, when you get there, what you're going to need to do is use your new Gmail account here. So type it in here and click Get Code. Now, once you do that, make sure now I've had to blank this out because it's a code that I use, and if you start duplicating these codes and try and use them more than once, AdWords the guys at Google tend to get a bit shitty. So I've just blanked it out because I don't want anyone using the code that I've used. So what you need to do is copy this code here and just write it down somewhere, or put it into a sticky note or a Word document. Now, do not click this button here. Don't click it. Just copy that, and that's all you need to do. Okay, just copy that down. That's all you need to do for now. Don't go any further. So what we're going to do now is we've done enough for the AdWords Express account, and in the next video I'm going to walk through and show you how to actually go through and set up your AdWords, well, it shouldn't be Express account, your AdWords, well, your Express advertising account. I'm going to show you how to fire up the traffic. This is the bit that's going to get the traffic working. And then what we do is, it's about halfway through this next video, you're going to need that code that I just showed you. The third thing is, that first video that we went through, all that homework, you're going to need the planner. And in that planner, you're going to have to think about your lead magnet, because at this point we're going to be starting to think about the lead magnet, and you should definitely have your giveaway sorted by now. So what are you going to give away? So in my case, it's the Jack and Jill Pest Control business, and what I'm doing is giving away a free guide on how to get rid of ants. So that's what I'm doing as the demo, which you're going to see in a minute. So that's the end of this part, setting up your AdWords Express account and getting the little key that we need. And in the next video, I'm going to walk you through and we're going to fire up the traffic. So thanks very much, and we'll see you in a second when we flip over to the next part.